Welcome back to Calvin Fuller YouTube channel, and we're going to be opening up some 2025 Donruss Racing.
Now, I opened the other stuff for today's video. We're recording this on Monday. We got the Black Pandora. See if I got it somewhere. But yeah, that's a case hit. And we didn't get the autograph yet out of this, so that's coming today. Hopefully we get something really cool. I want to get something weird like, I don't know, Chocolate Myers or one of the old-time drivers and stuff. That'd be really cool. So, knowing our luck, we'll get something like a Haley Deegan autograph or something. Because she's still in this stuff, even though she's in the Indy NXT stuff. Basically the minor leagues, and I don't know anything about what she's doing. We got Cole Custer here. Nick Sanchez, he does have a win this year. He's in the Xfinity Series, I believe. We have this one with the Justin Haley Ride the Dente, and that is now Carson Hocevar's deal. So we have our man, this is my favorite Xfinity driver right there.
Sheldon Creed.
Yeah, that's right. Then we have this guy. I hear a lot of people saying he should be out of the 88. They could have a better driver there. We have Jamie McMurray on the red and blue. Calvin's never seen these in person, the red and blue. They started these last year. I think they're kind of nice.
And then you got, what is that? Austin Dillon.
As High Octane would say, we entered into the Dillon vortex.
Oh, my.
Oh, this is a good one. This is the Wonder Kid. Now, I don't know if you saw the results at all from the Xfinity race, but he has now won this summer, starting with Atlanta. He was first in Atlanta. Trying to remember what the next race was. No, first at Pocono. And then he was fourth at Atlanta. Second at the, I think he was second at the street race. And then he was first at Dover. Oh, first at Sonoma, first at Dover, and first at Indianapolis.
Damn.
And he has one other, so he has 5 wins on the season. He just barely turned 19 on the same day you turned 20 this last week. So this guy, I don't know how he'll do up in the Cup Series, but there's a lot of rumors out there that people think he might be going to the 99. Replacing Daniel Suarez and stuff like that.
So soon, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not Bubba Wallace's fans, but he won yesterday in the Brickyard 400. He did everything he had to do to win. It was a fair win, in my opinion. Just, you know, it was anybody's race yesterday, so it's kind of hard to predict who was going to win. This is Connor Daly, and I don't know much about him. We're gonna have a low. We're gonna have a low number card here because we have a red velocity optic. We have Kyle Petty, and that's when he kind of had short hair. Now he has the ponytail.
Yeah.
And we have Todd Gilliland. He's a decent driver up there in the Cup Series. Maybe one day he'll get a win.
Ryan Blaney.
He has 1 win on the season. I think I'm going to pick him for Iowa. He won Iowa last year. He had a big contingent from his family there, like 80 or 90 family members because his mom's from just outside of Des Moines. So that was really awesome to see that happen. I think he could repeat. You know, it's not quite, it's 7/8 of a mile, so not quite a mile, but still a short track nonetheless. But it races a whole lot different than that. And it's interesting when they have the Indy cars there too.
Ben Rhodes.
He has not done much since he won his second championship in the Truck Series, so been kind of blah.
Yeah.
This one right here is
Jack Burton.
Can you believe he's like in the playoffs? He's like in a playoff position.
That's good.
I don't know what to say about that. We have a Jake Garcia red, and I'm going to say that's going to be a really low numbered card. Nope, just a 43 out of 199.
That's good, though.
Yeah, that's a cool looking card. And what do you think of these Unleashed?
They look pretty cool. Christopher Bell.
Yeah, Christopher Bell. I'm looking for him to do more this year. He did have the 3 wins in a row, but he's just kind of struggling a little bit. We have Jeb Burton again. See that? We got the Celsius dude.
Now we got the base.
Yeah, we've got
Christian Eckes.
He was all sorts of really good last year in the Truck Series, but struggling a lot in the Cup this year. Now, Austin Hill was told on Kenny Wallace's YouTube channel yesterday. It's called Coffee with Kenny. He said, next time you straighten out your car when you get loose, do not wear white gloves. If you plan on hooking the car next to you, which was Eric Almirola, and causing him to crash, Eric Almirola said that it was the hardest crash of his career. And you could see him in there. He straightens the car out. Next thing you know, he jerked and he, hooked him right in the right rear bumper. So I have no idea what NASCAR is going to do, but it looked like it was completely intentional. Who knows? And then what they did, they held him on pit for 5 laps, and he was mad. And then Kenny Wallace goes, he's not going to get in as much trouble for the hooking as he will for what he said across the radio about NASCAR. He said that's the one that they're going to get him for really bad.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, that was crazy. Hey, we got Jake Garcia. Look at that. Twins. We're going to move Christopher Bell over. I always like doing this when we get twin cards there. And we got another Christian Eckes. That's cool. Hey, this one's all right. Tyler Reddick. And then we've got an optic parallel of Harry Gant. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That is pure fire. Holy cow.
Wow.
This is one of the people we like to watch, High Octane. This is his man right there.
Harry Gant was good.
Hey, we got a legendary driver, an old-timer. That's awesome. And then, Coming Attractions. He just hasn't been able to put it together. He went to Haas Factory this year, and he was so much better last year. I don't know if it's the equipment or what it is, because I know Gene Haas said, yeah, we're going to at least have one car in there because, I got to sell my equipment. All right, Boo. I know the guy that runs the NASCAR stuff, one of the people in charge. He's not very old either for Panini. He was on the NASCAR podcast. I don't know who the 2 guys are, but he was doing a Q&A, and this is what I would say with her too. And High Octane asked a question on there that said, how come you still have drivers like Danica Patrick and stuff like in there? And he goes, well, when you look at what their cards sell for, they do pretty well. And we're just the ones that collect all the time are like, yeah, I think those people who are buying those don't really know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're just...
Because he said, you can go get a Danica Patrick and her card will sell for $30, and you get somebody else somebody else and it's only like a $10 card. So that's a nice card, a Michael Waltrip.
Nice.
Tony B, she's not so bad. She needs to do a little better in a truck. She brings a lot of money with her, though. I think the one I would look for is Isabella Robusto in the ARCA series because she's been really consistently in the top 10 lately. Even a lot of top 5s. They had 6 ladies this last weekend at IRP, and she beat them all. I think she got a top 5. Keep her down there, get her some success. She's with Toyota Racing Development. They should just leave her there for a year or 2 more and then move her up to the truck because you don't want to do it too fast. Matt Mills, I don't know if he's still driving.
I don't know either.
He is second in the standings.
Chandler Smith.
He has 2 wins this year, so I think he could do pretty well this weekend. Another short track, but he did pretty well I think he might have gotten top 5, top 3, something last year in the Xfinity Series. He was 1 position away from making it to the Final 4 last year, but he doesn't bring the fire with him like the others, so... We have an upside-down Ben Rhodes in the red and blue.
Oh, yeah, Ben Rhodes.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the very colorful Sunny D. I think this one right here, because they have the orange, velocities in these blaster boxes, and this one would look cool in the orange velocity. And the last one is a Spellbound of Kyle Larson with the N. But I like the Jake Garcia. These are very nice cards.
Yes, they are.
And of course, the card of the day is
the Harry Gant Turn of the Century signature autograph.
Awesome. That is pure fire. Oh my goodness.
Guys, that's great.
All right, that's all I have. I'm going to let Calvin close out the video. Speak loud so they can hear you on there.
I enjoyed the product that we opened. I really liked the red and green Jake Garcia card, and then also really any of the cards up there are great, especially the Harry Gant signature. That was amazing. Good driver. Yeah, it was a great opening.
All right, thanks for watching, and have a great day, everyone.